mean, it's what we expected from those guys. You know, the funny thing is, Jake and Stone, they both played a lot of, games for us, and they played and stepped up big time in a bunch of games. So we know who they are. Also, they're not out there alone. You know, they got other guys out there, 9 other guys out there playing with them. And I'm just so happy for those guys to see what they did today. They were a big part of this offense, a big part of the reason why we scored the points we did. And, I think they themselves may have silenced some people.
What was your mindset going into that overtime drive? Are you confident you were going to lead down and hit right there?
Yeah, I mean, it started with Drew going out winning the toss. And then, very confident that, we can go out there and get it done. We've been moving the ball all game. Shane was calling a great game. He had been in rhythm. We somewhat found a rhythm somewhere in the second quarter and kind of got rolling. And I just felt like we knew the ball was in our hands. We knew the opportunity was there for us to go win it. And that's what you want as an offense. And I'm just so proud of the guys and the way we got it done.
First drive of the game, though, you guys put down the score as well. How sort of good was that, I guess, after what happened last week to just kind of get the ball?
Yeah, that was huge, and we talked about it during the week. We talked about it before the game, about knowing who we are. And I believe we're a really good offense. We got so many dynamic players, like I always say, so many great guys on our offense, and we got a great play caller and a coach who trusts us, and Coach Carroll. So we just had to go out there and kind of, put the past behind us. Last week is last week. It has nothing to do with this week, and go out there and play ball. And, it wasn't perfect today, but we found a way to win, and that's what matters.
The game, third and 10 red zone, touchdown, the last touchdown we're all kind of off to. How comfortable do you feel with going ahead and big moment?
I mean, he does it time and time again. It's the stuff that we practice. Coach Carroll puts us in those positions, every single week. We got comp Wednesdays, touchdown Thursdays, turnover Thursdays, and we're competing our butts off every single week. And so for Tyler to go out there and make the plays that he's always made, it's just routine for him. But we got so many other guys who can make plays, and so we just got to continue to trust each other. I feel like that's what we did today. We leaned on one another, especially when times got a little hard, and we found a way to get a win.
Well, the past couple of years, we played close last year, played close today. What was the difference between this year, last year's game compared to this year's game?
Yeah, it felt pretty similar, honestly. Just a back and forth game. They've got a great offense. They were moving the ball and scoring. Our defense came up with some clutch plays, some clutch turnovers, just as they did last year. It kind of felt like deja vu. Got the pick six. I mean, everything kind of that happened last year kind of happened this year. And, I just felt like, we knew they were a great team coming off a big win last week, and we're coming off a loss. So, something was going to have to give. And we came out and we played together. We played hard, fought to the end. And, like I said, we found a way.
All three of your tight ends had big catches in the second half and overtime. Obviously, they were helping out the tackles, too.
Yeah.
Just how important are those three to this offense unlocking this potential?
I mean, those guys are so important to the offense. Kobe, Will, Noah, even Tyler, he can step up as well. But those guys, they complete our offense. They're pass catchers. They can block in the pass and run game, and they make it hard on defenses. You don't know what we're going to do. We can line up with all three tight ends. We can run the ball or pass it. And so for those guys to continue to come up clutch and continue to be the driving force of this offense, we need those guys. And I just enjoy having them out there because they're so dynamic. Every single one of those guys can make a play at any given time, and today you saw that.
What was it like operating the notice today? How loud it was?
You know what, man? We're used to it. We're used to it. We're used to the chaos. Coach prepares us that way. It's extremely loud in practice. You can barely hear in practice, and so I thought the guys did a great job of communicating in the huddle. I thought the poise was phenomenal, especially down the stretch in the game when the crowd was getting riled up and really trying to get us off the field. And so I was just tremendously happy with the way that we performed and the way that we handled the pressure.
With the intentional grounding, what did you see on that? What did they call?
Yeah, that was miscommunication, between Tyler and I, and obviously we can't have that happen. They made the call, and it was just great that we were able to overcome that and still get a touchdown on that drive.
The 17-yard sack, what's your evaluation of that play?
Yeah, in hindsight, just throw the ball away. In my mind, I'm trying not to, stop the clock. Obviously, they had a 2-minute, but just trying to waste time as much time as I could, knowing they'd get the ball back, but. That's a tough situation to be in, man. 3rd and long. They're playing 2-man. Things are pretty much covered. I'm trying not to throw an incompletion. You don't want to stop the clock, but you also obviously don't want to lose 17 yards. So that's something looking back on that I've got to improve on. And it was great to be in that situation and have that happen so that I can learn from it in the future.
Were you thinking about the possibility of having a perfect timeout there
Well, I knew they didn't have to burn a timeout, but what I didn't want to do was throw it away too early, and maybe they have a time to get a play off before the 2-minute warning and use it as an extra timeout. So it was an interesting situation, obviously, and so looking back on it, like I said, don't want to lose the yards. Maybe if I get in that situation again, I'll just throw it away and live with the results.
You said last week, and some other guys said too, that maybe the ran down effort is the guys. You guys take that to heart this week?
You know what? I just felt like we came and we played to win. We know who we are as a team. We were looking forward to this opportunity. It's hard to win in this league, and sometimes you're going to lose. And, like I said, last week was last week. We're looking forward. We got to put this game behind us real soon and get ready for our next opponent. So the reality is that we lost one game last week, but we followed it up, and we're a resilient bunch. We fought back in the noise, on the road, against a really good team, and we found a way to win. I mean, just tall dude who's just giving maximum effort every single play. I think he's a tremendous player, going to have a great career in this league. Obviously, like I said, our tackle stepped up and did a great job on him. But I think he's a really good player.
Looking back on Bobby and the message that he said before practice, what impact do you think that had?
I think it had a great impact. We talked about it throughout the week. All the captains talked about knowing who we are, knowing that we're a great team, we're a great offense, and all we have to do is play our game, not make it bigger than what it is, and also, have fun. That was the key message, is to have fun, have that swagger, and obviously it's hard to do after a loss, but, for us to come and perform the way that we did today, I think it just shows you who we are as a team, and it shows us as well, so that we can, now we can look back on this and say, this is who we are, and we got to just stay steadfast in that and continue to work hard at it.
Anything else?
What did you say to your disciples?
During the game, man, just those guys, like I said, they played a bunch of snaps for us, and they've stepped up in many games. Jake's played a bunch of games for us, and he's done really well, as well as Stone. So, hats off to those guys for doing what they did. I appreciate those guys. I look forward to playing with those guys because, I know they're going to give it their maximum effort. And so whenever I get a chance to play with Stone, Jake, or any of the guys on the front line, Olu came in and stepped up as well. We're all connected, and we're in it together, and so that's the way we need to always play. Just thank you. Gave him a big old hug, man, big old bear hug, man. Those guys were sweaty. We were in there just getting a group hug in, and that was cool, man. Those guys are great players, and I appreciate playing with those guys.
When you're coming over the top on the final play outside of the red, you have to glance at Hutchinson and Kern. Sometimes that's called holding. Did you have to notice that, or too?
They didn't call it today, so it was good that we won. Yep.
After the sack, between then and when you get the ball at overtime, what are you doing mentally to shape that play off?
I just put it behind me. We got a lot of game to play. We got the ball with a chance to go win the game. And, I remember when I was little, a player said, big-time players make big plays in big games. And I kind of live by that motto. So, when the ball's in my hand and the game's on the line, I look forward to it. And I know I'm out there with, 10 other great guys who are going to get their jobs done. And, we showed that. Everyone played together and found a way to win.
What was the difference on third down today for you guys? A lot better than last one.
Just overall execution. And, I really think that was important, especially on the road. The communication was great, phenomenal. Starts up front, starts with the guys echoing the calls, and it's loud out there, so you got to pass it down the line. The receivers ran great routes, got open. I was able to find them. Had great protection all day, and, guys did a great job at just converting those third downs.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you.